Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to use ProPresenter for Northbrook United Methodist Church. We're going to go through how to use this software specifically for our ministry context. So here's ProPresenter. There we go. This is currently set up for a youth ministry presentation, so worship on Wednesday nights. It's got a few different sections. We've got announcements, we've got lyrics for worship, and then we've got a presentation. We were going to go through each of these in turn and also how you can edit and present them. So here's our first section. It's announcements. As you can see, this is your preview window. This is what's going out to your main screen. Right now I have nothing selected, so nothing's going out. But I've got these announcements set up to run before the service. As you can see, these are programmed videos, so you've got a little bit of character to them. They're not flat graphics. Some of these are flat graphics, just depending on what we've got. You can change the timer right here. So each of these slides is programmed to go for 20 seconds and then move on to the next slide, just like that. There you go. This is a flat graphic. It's not made in ProPresenter. It's just a slide picture, right? This is your editor, so if I wanted to go in and change this picture at all, right here, I could do it right there. I'm going to X out of the editor. So these are all the slides. They'll run through before the service, right? Here's a video slide. It's got a little texture because it's a moving background. There we go. These will run through during the service, and then this button right here is important to have selected. It's loop back. So these slides will filter through and then they'll go back to the beginning. This is how you change that. Right here, remove Q, go to next, so it'll double back there. But typically this is just going to run before your service whenever you get it queued up and then run back to the beginning. So let's say worship's about to get started and we're going to start a new a song. Best practices is to clear all. This is your clear all button. That will get rid of everything on your presentation screen. And then to select your motion background. These are things that add texture and atmosphere to your worship. As you can see, this is our playlist, right? These are the things listed in our presentation window. Each of these presentations is like a mini PowerPoint all lined up next to each other. Our first song is This Is Amazing Grace, so we are going to pick up one of these background moving graphics. Typically, we'll have these selected based on the theme and kind of character of the song, so you'll just be able to click through them. And then we'll bring up the graphics, the lyrics right here. You can see how you can click through. And you can click through these as worship is going on, listen to what words are being said, and then you can click through with the mouse, you can click through with the arrow keys and even the space bar, just matching what's being sung. If you ever need to edit these, this is your editor right here. Again, these are just text boxes on blank backgrounds. We have a particular template we use. So say you copy and paste things or you type in here, you want to make sure they're all uniform. For youth, the template is template 7 under lyric styles, but it might be different for your context. It should be pretty obvious. We'll make it obvious. And if you need to edit it, just like normal words, you've got font, size, spacing, that sort of thing. Yeah. So we'll X out, we're back in presenter view, clicking through the slides. And now we've got our new song coming up. The next one's Waymaker. What we're going to do is clear all. Right there, that's your button. Let's make sure that our screen goes black. We'll select our new motion background down here in your video image gallery, and then just proceed to the next song. As you can see, this particular presentation has been labeled with verse, chorus, verse 2, and chorus. These are, if you want to add these designations to your song, it's pretty easy to do. These are slide labels, or yeah. So that'll help. That just helps if you're clicking through and all of a sudden they're like, back to chorus 1. You're like, okay, yeah, chorus 1, or something like that. We don't always have them. This one does not. There we go. So we get to the end of this song. What we do is clear all again, right? And we're going to bring up our presentation. Again, these are just photos with text above them, but they keep the theme. So it kind of adds a little more to your presentation. And you just click through that. So a couple other things to be aware of in this playlist. Say you needed, you are doing this presentation, this is this week's playlist, and then we are switching to a different service. This is your secondary playlist. All your playlists are listed here, right? So in this one, this Go is our first series for the contemporary service, and we've set up these songs. We pulled these songs from your song library, your presentation library, right? So a playlist is composed of different slideshows. And if you need to make a new playlist, you do it here, right? Different names, so this is just a new playlist. And then for this playlist, we're going to be doing This is Living, and maybe this teaching. This is a teaching right here that I've labeled that goes in. So we'll start with This is Living, and then squad goals. So you can just build playlists here. Helps you prepare for services in advance. So if you wanted to have all of your songs picked out for weeks ahead, you've got it already set up here. And I'm just deleting these off, the ones I just made. A couple of things you want to troubleshoot if your screen is not making it to your the projected image isn't making it to the screen. Make sure this button's on. This is your output. If it says off, then it's not going to a screen. If it's on, then it should be sending that to your secondary screen. Make sure your cords are plugged in, your audio jack is plugged in. All of Northbrook's presentation software is set up to take the audio through the audio jack and not through the HDMI cord. And also, if you're still having trouble, check your system preferences here and display. This should give you information about how to, about where your images are being sent and their resolution status and things like that. The one thing I'll mention is if you ever need to show a video, like not a presentation, just straight up video, it might be a bumper video, a highlight reel from an event, we'll upload that here, right here, and you just play it from the beginning. One thing that's helpful is, see this loop button? You want to make sure that that says stop. That way you're not scrambling to pause that video if you need it. If it's a motion background, we want it to loop. And to add new videos here, you just hit this button, and it should bring up new videos. You can also drag and drop videos into this folder pretty easily. Well, thank you so much for volunteering your time to be a part of worship here at Northbrook, especially the technical side of things. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and happy ProPresenting. Thanks.